being black is not a curse, but it's power. First of all, I think Africa faces an identity crisis, and sometimes we do not seem to accept ourselves for who we are. And if we don't know who we are, then how are we going to find ourselves to see who we're becoming? You see, there are black people everywhere in the world. We're in America, we're in Jamaica, we're in Japan, we're in China, we're in America, and we're in England. But every black person that you find them tag themselves with another country. I'm black British, I'm black American, I'm Jamaican, I'm African American, I'm this, I'm that. Yeah. So how many type of black people do we have in this world? That's the question I have for them first. That's the first question I want to ask Africans before I share my words with them. So for me, identity crisis is one thing. That how do we build a society together, a nation that would not be disregarded, but would be accepted and respected within this whole global conglomeration? We need to take stance and a position to claim the value of our race back as black. Because it doesn't matter whether you're from Nigeria, Ghana, or Gambia. If you put us in front of the Chinese man, he doesn't know the countries we're from. Exactly. If you put us in front of the American man, he doesn't know. He just knows that we're Africans and we're blacks. Therefore, we only represent one continent and one race. I just don't want you to be gassed. That if there is no one telling you the truth, I'm sharing this truth with you now. As much as your own hates you, all you have is him. Because no matter what you do, you're always going to be seen as a person in front of you. And if he doesn't respect you, or if you don't respect him, you both don't have respect for yourselves. And if you don't have value for each other, you both don't have value for the world. So Africa is on a rise because great minds have started to think like this and have accepted truly who we're becoming. And becoming who you are is the only time that you're recognized, spiritually, physically, and mentally. And I think that this is the best way for us to get a fundamental mindset development before we even start to develop our buildings and our roads and everything. Our minds, our spirit, the value of our race, our culture, and our heritage value should be restored first, and to be able to know where we belong to in society. I'm a true African, and I represent a black man. I will never turn my back on them. There's so many of them have disappointed me. So many of them have let me down. So many of them have turned their back on me. But I decided not to, because they're all I have. As much as they don't see me, I see them. And these words that I'm sharing with Africans is because I truly want them to know that the beginning of success comes from genuineness. That genuine thinking, that genuine way of giving the best to people. Because quality should be high intention and a skillful execution. See, if you have high intentions for people, you can skillfully execute everything around people. And that's when quality is restored. And quality is value. Value is currency. Currency is the money everybody's chasing. Before we all want to go around chasing money, first of all, we need to build the foundations first. The foundation that will restore a nation is more important than the mindset that will let us go into reclamation. We will be drawn back. We will be set back. The reason why I love what you said so much is that the time is now.
Exactly.
There is no other time. There is no other day. It is now. The future started yesterday. We are already late. So we should see that as the past has become so painful, historic moments, that pain should become the strength that draws us from our weakness and make today, the present, become a gift, so we can see into the future that what our fathers didn't do, we have to finish it. The dreams that they couldn't actually accomplish, we have to finish those dreams. The mistakes that they did, we have to learn from that. We've had some greatest leaders in Africa. We've had the likes of Kwame Nkrumah, the likes of Gaddafi, the likes of Mansa Musa and Nelson Mandela, and people that even the whole world is looking up to. But yet, we're refusing to adopt these spirits in our forefathers. And we are only trying to find faults amongst ourselves because we have labeled ourselves different. And I would like to end this by saying black British, black American, black Chinese, black whatever, and we don't know who truly we are as black. We're one. And we're the strongest color on this earth. And I say this with courage. Anyone that's listening to me, see, a black man can become Michael Jackson, from Michael Jackson to a white man. But becoming a black man again is impossible. And we are the only color that defines the color in the world. Anybody else have a different skin color, it's a black person. The Indian is close to a Chinese man. The Chinese man is close to the white man. The white man is close to whatever. We are the only color that differentiate humanity as in different species. And that alone is a warning from God, telling us that we are something special.
Are we God's chosen one?
Of course. You know why?
No.
You know why we're God's chosen one? Black people are the most disappointing, most perpetrators, most betrayal humanity on this planet. But guess what? We are also the most people that make God feel his existence on this earth. Because we worship him in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday. I mean, churches, pastors are becoming the richest. But you know why? It's because we have a belief in an omnipotency, in creation. But we're also sinners. See, the real fine-tuned definition of an Adamite is what an African is. I shall not, and I will. And I'll go through the pain, and I will go, and I'll suffer, and I'll still live, and I'll do it again. But you know, that's all about life. And what I'm saying right now, it's the greatest moment is today. Standing here and us sharing these words with the youth of Africa and letting them understand that this is a new beginning, this is a new Africa.
Before I end this video, if both of you had one chance to change something in Africa, what will it be?
Education system.
And what about you?
One chance, I'll go with him that, but I would define it in a way that I would like to change the mindset of Africans, which still boils down to education. Okay, the mindset, and I said it already, it's everything. The way you were raised, it's what you become. The habits you inherit in the beginning will make you in the end. So if your educational aesthetics is not good from the beginning, it doesn't matter how much luck you're looking for in this world. Success would always stay far away from you. So we really need to change the mindsets of our people. And that's why we're standing today as the youngest leaders of today, building the New Africa Foundation, the freedom movement, because we're speaking into the youth's mind, that the people who are coming up, the likes of the 10-year-olds, the 5-year-olds, the 15-year-olds, who have a few more decades to explore life. I believe my future is in the hands of those people. I don't believe my future is in the hands of an 85-year-old man who has lived future already, cannot build a future for me. He's wise enough to educate me, to take me through his experience and share wisdom with me. But to say that he's going to build my infrastructure, he's going to build this, he's going to build my educational system, this guy is really tired. And I know by the time I'm 85 too, I'll be tired. I probably would not be speaking like this, but I'll have more experience. So it's really time for us to invest in the youth, and the youth needs education the most.